Hi everyone, I'm Lori Whitlock. Welcome to the YouTube channel today. In this video I'm going to show you my new die for icrafter. It's a physical metal die. You can purchase this die at your local scrapbook store or at your favorite online retailer. You can also go to the link in the description that will take you directly to the product where you can purchase it if you're interested. So this is a manual die. This is used with like a Sizzix cutting machine or another manual cutting machine, not a digital file, but just a manual die. But you can see the little present is included on here, and along with an owl, little party hat, and then the happy birthday pop-up mechanism that looks like this when you open the card. Isn't that fun? So the word birthday pops out, cuts out happy birthday, and you're able to see that negative space in the back to say happy birthday. And the little row of candles at the top finishes it all off. So this is so much fun to create and has a lot of wow factor for your cards. So let me show you really quick how to work this die. You'll notice that the die has these two little peaks on the side, and that's going to be essential for lining this up in the proper place on your card inside piece. And then these are just some embellishment pieces that you can use as you'd like. So let me grab my materials and my tools here. I've got my manual die cutting machine. I've got some cardstock. I've got two sheets, one that's white for the inside and one that's blue for the outside. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut the card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, or sorry, 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, and then we're going to fold that in half to a 4 1/4, 5 1/2. So this is 8 1/2. And we're going to go, let's see, 5 1/2 wide. So let's open this up actually. We'll cut this right in half. So it's an 11-inch sheet of paper cut right in half. And you can get two card bases out of a single sheet. And then we're going to score it at 4 1/4. And I'm just going to use my fingernail right down the groove of that paper cutter, and that gives me a nice fold right down the middle. Okay, for the interior piece, so that's going to be our card base. For the inside piece, let me show you that card again. You can also make a covering panel for the front if you'd like out of your white cardstock, or you can use any other color you'd like. We're going to cut it 1/8 of an inch short all the way around. So instead of being 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, or 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, it's going to be 5 1/4 by 8. So we'll go to 5 1/4, and we're going to go 8 inches. So we'll be taking a 1/2 inch off. And we're not going to be scoring this, so don't score it. What you're going to want to do though is we're going to mark, so since it's 8 inches, we're going to mark the middle 4 inches. And I'm just going to use my ruler for that. And I don't want to draw a full line. I just want to draw a little bit here on the edges so I can line those two peaks up with those lines. So that's the middle of this interior card base. That's a 4-inch mark. Let's just double check that with our ruler here. 4 inches, 4 inches. Yep. So let's move everything off to the side here. And now comes the fun part. This is where we're going to take our manual die . Okay, and then we're going to just line that up. I'm just going to show you here on the table first. You're going to line that up right here with those marks that you just made, and you're going to want to center that. So just eyeball it that the side has the same spacing on either side. And then we're going to put that through our cutting machine, and that's going to cut up our pop-up mechanism. Just make sure it's nice and straight and centered the best that you can. And then make your sandwich and run that through. And that should do it. See how nice that is? That just cuts out, and there's a lot of negative pieces here you can just pop out in between each of the letters. Okay, so that's what it should look like. I'm just going to go ahead and move all the excess items off my desk here, and we'll put our card together. Okay, now we're ready to put our card together. So we're just going to create the folds here on the birthday section. So at the bottom of each letter, you're going to want it to fold up, and at the top of each letter, you're going to want to fold it back. And the only place that folds in the middle is right here on these two side pieces. So we will want to go ahead and score that so that you can fold on those two side pieces. So I'm just going to use my paper cutter again, and you could use a scoreboard or something else. But I'm just going to use my fingernail, and you could erase those lines as well while you're here. In fact, let me grab my eraser and we'll do that real quick. Let's go ahead and take that pencil mark off of there. Okay, so we've got our score line in the right place, and you can just start training that to fold right in the middle. And you don't want to fold your birthday letters, so just you're going to grab those birthday letters and fold those forward. Takes a little bit of patience to fold this properly, so just be patient with it. You can use a little tool to fold the bottom of each letter as you get that going the right way. And then at the top of each letter, we want to fold it the other direction. So we're going to just be careful not to get your card base folded in the wrong place here as you're going along. Okay. And then at the bottom of happy, we also need to fold that forward again. Okay, so we've basically got everything going the right directions. Now we can just fold everything in half and give it a good press. I'm going to flip this over to the side that doesn't have all the cuts and give everything a good press. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Oh, it's working perfectly. So now we're going to glue this into our card base. So you should have, let's see, that center fold should meet right in the middle, and then you're going to want to put adhesive everywhere except on the birthday section. So make sure you don't get any on that area. So I'm just going to leave it folded in half so I can remember where I can and can't put my adhesive. And go ahead and put some adhesive on that. And we're going to put that in the middle of the card and center it side to side here, and then just close it. And then we'll open that up and put some adhesive on the other side. And then we will do the same thing. We'll just go ahead and hold that flat and close the card. Okay, so now you've got your cute card front, and you can embellish that any way you'd like. You can cut another let's see, it's 5.5 for the card base, and it's 5 1/4 for the white piece. And then this is 4 1/4 for the base, and it's 4 inches for the white piece. So 4 inches this way and 5 1/4 this way. If you want to make a card front, and then you can embellish it with the owl or the presents, and then you have your cute happy birthday pop-up inside. Isn't that so much fun? And if you wanted to embellish it with different colors for each of the letters, you can cut this happy birthday again and just slice at the top and the bottom of each line. And you can get a variety of colors by cutting that out of different colors of cardstock to embellish with. You could also place colored paper behind the candles like we've done on the example here. We just put a little orange strip behind the flames and a little yellow strip behind the openings for the candles. So I hope you have fun with this die. It's super handy to have on hand for all those birthdays that we're needing a cute birthday card for all throughout the year. So it's one you're going to reach for and grab time and time again. I think you'll love having this in your stash, so be sure you go pick one up while they're still available. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in another video. Bye-bye.